Well, I am at a very special place. I am at the orchards at Bauman Farm and Garden with Brian Bauman. And Brian, this is your heritage here.
This is the actual farm where Bauman Farms was started back in 1895.
Wow.
My grandpa was actually born in the house. It's just down the road. And they still live there today. Both of them are 91, my grandma and grandpa.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, they're doing great. They still come down here and pick apples and hang out with us. It's a lot of fun.
And today, speaking of apples, we're going to talk about when to pick gravensteins, because we're right by this line of apple trees that are gravenstein apples.
Right. Gravensteins are one of the first apples to get ready, but we have customers come in all the time and ask us, well, when do we pick them? Is it when they start falling on the ground? And you can see there's lots of apples on the ground here, but gravensteins, in particular the others, have a real short stem on them. So what happens is as they get big, sometimes they'll just pop off, even though they may not be ripe yet. So just because your gravenstein apples may be falling on the ground is not the true indication of whether they're ripe.
Okay, so we've opened up this one and we found out that maybe it is
Yes,
ripe.
so one of the tricks that we always use is by opening them up and looking at the seeds. So you can see the seeds on this have not started turning black yet. That's a good indication that that apple's not ready to be picked yet.
Okay.
We found another apple. Now the seeds in this one have started to turn black. So this is a good indication that these apples are ready.
You know, that is really interesting and a great tip, but you know, there's something else in the orchard that we want to visit.
We've got lots of things, so let me go take a look with you.
All right. Brian, I cannot believe all the fruit on this tree. It's unbelievable.
This is actually a young peach tree. It's not very old yet, but you can see they're loaded.
Yeah, look at that.
This is actually a great variety. It's a newer variety for us. It's called Country Sweets.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Wonderful deep red color. But a lot of times people always ask, well, how do I know at home when my peaches are ready? And really the last place that a peach ripens is right around the stem of the peach. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we'll look to see right if around the stem of the peach if it started to get ready. And one thing you have to be very careful with is that you don't pinch your peaches because they will leave a mark and bruise right away. So we use our palms to cup it, and then with the slight turn they pop right off.
Look at that.
So this is a great peach. It's ready to go.
And we have a special treat. We're going to go back to the store and we have a recipe to share with everybody.
Let's go try it.
Brian, somebody's been baking. What do you have here?
This is one of my favorite treats as a child.
Man.
This is one of my mom's golden recipes, and we wanted to share it with all of you. So we've got all these peaches in, and it's really simple.
Okay.
All you do is you slice some peaches, put it in the bottom of a baking dish.
All right.
You add some peach jello and some marshmallows to the bottom.
Okay.
And then you just take a simple whatever cake mix you may have in the pantry, pour that over the top, bake it, and then when it's done, you flip it over, and she calls it her peach upside down cake, and it's delicious.
And you have to add a whipped cream.
Whipped cream, of course. I was like, what did I forget? Whipped cream, yes.
And you know, this is so wonderful of a time to come to Bauman Farm and Garden because you have peaches on special.
Peaches, we have them at a great price. So we have a 1.5 quart container that has 7 peaches in it, and they're only $5 this weekend.
Wow.
So I would come out and take advantage of this because we've got some great Red Havens, which are wonderful for recipes like this. We also have some other varieties like Canadian Harmonies and Suncrest, which pop off the pit really easy, which makes them wonderful for freezing, jam, canning, whatever you would be happy to be doing with them.
And you know, you have much more than just peaches here. I mean, it looks like you're just bursting to the gills.
It is a really fun time at the farm right now. We've got corn on the cob, which can't be beat. The gravenstein apples, which we saw earlier, those are starting to come in. And of course, all the vegetables, lettuce and cucumbers, and it's just, there's so much to do.
Well, you do have so much going on here too because you have a special recipe contest coming up.
Yes, as part of our Chicks Night Out, our Ladies Night event, which will be August 29th, we're inviting anybody to come and bake either an apple or a berry pie, bring it to be judged, and you have a chance of winning a diamond necklace.
Wow.
So we're calling it Bauman's Diamond Bake Off. And that's August 29th. Your pie just has to be here at 5 o'clock. So you could either take those gravenstein apples like we saw earlier or some of the other 40 different varieties that we grow.
Sure.
And give us something special, something different. And that recipe will be featured at Bauman Farms in the following months.
Oh, wow. Well, there's just so much going on here. It's just not just the beautiful fruit and vegetables, but lots of events too. So go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over to their website and you can find out all about it. Thanks so much, Brian.
Thanks, Judy.